Hello guys, and welcome to the platform once again. In this episode, I'm going to look at issues surrounding Chelsea's recruitment and make a comparison with respect to what is happening at Man City and Liverpool. I'll also attempt to analyze the Trevor Sinclair's comment that on Raheem Sterling's intention to move to Chelsea, as to see how his comment it will impact Raheem Sterling's decisions, though I know it wouldn't impact the decision, but I felt he made some comment on one of the networks which I felt was disrespectful towards Chelsea. And for us to proceed to the analysis, if it happens to be your first time, please do well to hit the subscribe button, touch the notification bell, very important. Share the program to as many viewers as possible. Smash the like button if you enjoy the presentation. Comment to agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below. And then on Facebook, do well to follow me as I will share this video on that platform to a very important day. And follow me on all my respective platforms. And Chelsea's issues with respect to recruitment, as at now, I'll try to analyze Chelsea's situation and Manchester City and Liverpool situation in terms of academic context. Yeah, let me try to picture it in academic concept. And hopefully I know about 90 to 95% of the viewers on this in this episode will understand and come to terms with what I mean by trying to picture Chelsea's situation in academic context. And the priority areas of Chelsea still remains defense and midfield. Yeah, but you hear so many things in the media. Dembele, Raheem Sterling, Richarlison, all these are not trying to solve our defensive and midfield problems that we have. Not at all. Let me come to academic context that I said I will compare the situation. Last semester, that's last season, Man City first, Liverpool second, and Chelsea third, Tottenham Spurs fourth. Yeah, and there seemed to be 100-page syllabus. Pages are up to 100 that we will tackle next season, which is next semester. And of the 100 pages, Manchester City have memorized and mastered 90 pages out of the 100. Liverpool have mastered and memorized 88 pages out of the 100 pages. Chelsea now is struggling to even come to 60. And then Tottenham Spurs, who was fourth, has memorized about 75 to 80% of the pages. So this is the kind of problem that we have. Chelsea, among the four teams, is the most vulnerable in terms of problems associated with depletion of squad, midfield and defense. Almost all the other teams are better off and well equipped in that department. Last season, because of injuries to our midfielders and they were half fit and injury prone, we failed to mount a challenge and competed. We failed to compete with Liverpool and City up till the end. You remember we competed up till December, and December injuries started to get in. And some of you may get it wrong. It wasn't as a result of Ben Chilwell's injury and Reece James a little injuries. He comes a little bit and goes off. Those the wing backs, they are crucial and important to our game, I know. But the main reason why Chelsea failed to mount a challenge till the last day was as a result of the injury-prone midfielders that we have. Yeah, we were having Rudiger and Silva. Our defense was solid. Before now, Rudiger left. You see, the midfield too, they are injury-prone. And so in December, if you quite remember, we're dragging N'Golo Conte to play games when he's half fit. So you see, in those scenarios, we ended up drawing against Wolverhampton Wanderers, and we drew against Everton in so many matches that we were supposed to win. And up till now, Thomas Tuchel has not solved those problems, and he's thinking of attack. You see, you have issues and you are going without solving the issue to next season. And mind you, there's 70 days left for the recruitment to finish, to deadline for this summer recruitment to end. Excuse me. And Chelsea has not solved its problem. Yeah. So we have to solve that problem. Very important. And coming, I'm not saying buying wingers and attackers are not that important. They are priorities. But our first and foremost priorities is the defense as well as the midfield before we think of adding up to our attack. I perfectly don't think There is some serious issue with respect to our attack, though somebody said we don't have players who are scoring in the region of 20 goals and more. Yes, but if we were defended better in some of the games that we drew 1-1, 2-2, if we defended better and we didn't concede goals, we would have ended up winning 1-0 and 2-0 in those games. And so it could still have guaranteed us 3 points. And Lukaku's failure at Chelsea was as a result of weak midfield. Check at Belgium, his national team, because he has Kevin De Bruyne, Azel Witsel, and some better midfielders in between. And then this Leicester boy, Yuri Tielemans, he has them. He's able to function better at Belgium. You see, he has better midfield. So at Chelsea, with poor midfield, you don't expect Lukaku to function. It's not about him not running to cover spaces. Yeah, I understand that's also a problem to his game. But when he has better and injury-free midfielders, he would have performed better than what he did last season. And it's maybe probably is that's the good thing is he's going for a loan. I don't know whether he will come back, but the arrangement is that he's going for a season loan. Let's see if we can get better midfielders in this recruitment. Todd Boehly is too slow, honestly. And coming back to respond to the issue of Trevor Sinclair, former player of Manchester City, West Ham, and then Chris Park Rangers. I checked through his profile. Those are the teams that I saw him play during his career days. And he passed a disrespectful comment that Raheem Sterling going to Chelsea is a downgrade, and he has gone down in terms of his career, in terms of his career progression. Really? Like, seriously? Let me take you back to history. Those two teams that are the best now, they are the best, I agree, judging from the points that they rack in leagues, Liverpool and Manchester City. Some time back, Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah were surplus to requirement at Chelsea under Jose Mourinho. We virtually allowed them to leave because we didn't need them. You see, the fact that they were Chelsea rejects, doesn't mean they can't function in better teams. So this is to equate this history to the fact that when Raheem Sterling is some kind of a surplus to requirement at City, that doesn't mean he won't come to a team like Chelsea and help Chelsea to build a formidable contest against Liverpool and City. And mind you, when he comes, he's not necessarily going to be our main man at Chelsea. We have Kai Havertz there, Mason Mount, who won the Player of the Season last season, and then we have the likes of Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic. Irrespective of however they may perform in their statistics, I know Raheem Sterling's statistics is better than them, but he wouldn't necessarily be our main man. He's coming to add up for us to prosecute our agenda and form a formidable side to compete with Liverpool and City. The fact that he's a surplus requirement at City doesn't mean he's rubbish throughout and can function better in a Chelsea setup. And so that is the situation. When somebody is rejected somewhere, that doesn't mean he can function and compete in a better team. I gave you an example of Salah and Kevin De Bruyne, and so that is what I mean by Raheem Sterling is not necessarily downgrading himself with respect to career progression. And let's look at, still on the Trevor Sinclair's comment. He seemed to say that Man City now is bigger than Chelsea. Yes, domestically they are on current form, they are better than Chelsea. Yes, but Man City in Europe, they are babies in front of Chelsea because Chelsea this year won trophy. And I wonder why Sinclair was referring to Chelsea as if Chelsea is a useless club. Chelsea, mind you, they are current world champions. Yeah, they were holding the European title before Real Madrid took over from them when they defeated Liverpool 1-0. Yeah, that Vinicius goal. So Chelsea is not a kind of team like Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, or even Manchester United, who for so many years have not won trophies. And so when he say Raheem Sterling is downgrading his career progression, I don't understand. He should come back again. I don't understand why he's saying that, because Chelsea even if they don't function well and don't compete well in the league, they have affinity for winning trophies, and they are currently holders of World Club Championship trophy, World Club Cup trophy. And so I thought the comment for Sinclair was disrespectful. Anyway, if it happens to be your first time on this show, please do well to hit the subscribe button, touch the notification bell, share the program to as many viewers as possible, smash the like button if you enjoy my presentation, and then follow me on Facebook, as well as send in your comments and share the program to as many viewers as possible. This is where I draw the curtains down on today's special episode and special analysis. Cheers, I love you wherever you are. Bye-bye with one piece. Still blue is the color.